That's not African. They will say something like that. So, are there ways of bringing democracy, and I'm playing the devil's advocate here, democracy in African countries in a ways that it would be a variation of the this Greek invention, but it won't be like the American democracy, it will not be like the French democracy. What would a Tunisian democracy look like? Or should we just be radical? Well, go ahead, young lady back there.
Well, I don't know super a lot about it to do way more research, but wasn't a lot of the Greek philosophies and democracies really from ancient Egypt and their ideas about what democracy is?
Yeah, but
number two,
yeah.
I believe that all people and nations, again, like she said, it takes debate, it takes a back and forth. It's about masses of people coming together and saying, what is good for us? What are our aspirations? How do we want those aspirations to come to fruition? And what do we want to do to govern our people, and what laws are best for us? Not what France is doing in the U.S.
But how do we do that?
But yeah, the thing is that bringing people together and letting them see that everyone is valued. Everyone is valued. I think that's one part, and it's really hard to build. I don't have the exact answer, but you're valued in the hijab, you're valued in the hat, you're valued without your hat on, and we all are valued and have.
But if you are a feminist young lady and you see 50% of the women wearing.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with wearing a hijab if you want to wear that, and I've been in situations where I met a woman, I was in another country, and she thought we looked alike, and she was in a full hijab, and she brought me home, she did henna on my hand, it was so nice, it was a young lady, and it was really, really cool, and I had she saw how we were more alike than seeing how we were not. And everyone's not like that. I guess that's part of the beginning, is letting people see that you have value no matter if you learn from kindergarten, if you're a PhD, garbage man, doctor, and I think that with the state of how our world is run, it's run around power and money, I think that is lost.
Okay, so democracy, how do you see, Bourguiba said this, is Islam, should Islam or Marxism or democracy or communism be at the service of man, or should man be at the service of these things? So in Tunisia, in the Arab world, or anywhere, how do you?
I don't know, but this, I'm surprising that we still, in 21st century, talking about that, it's incredible, because when I grew up, I was sure that when I become an adult, there is no more religion in this world, and everybody will be free, I was educated by two parents, communists, and they were, we are building l'homme nouveau,
The new man,
the new man,
The Marxists loved so much.
So I grew up, with this idea, is with everybody will be free and happy and rich, and because this is communism, ideal, And oh my God, it's very difficult to become an adult, in this world, and after to make children and to make them grow up, and what can I say to my daughter, I don't know. I'm like lost, those days.
Our only problem.
Yes, I'm sure, because it's the first dictatorship in the world, it's religion, because the religion is something written and coming from something really more powerful than you, and more powerful than your brain and your conscience and your thought and everything. Somebody is deciding, about when you are coming on the earth, when we are dying, and everything. So of course it's really a dictatorship.
Because you're from France, and French like to say it's neoliberalism.
I'm not. I'm from France, of
Well,
course.
okay.
My mother is French and my father is Tunisian,
Okay.
but I grew up in Tunisia and was.
Right.
Now I was living
Now I
more
like to
in
change.
France
I'm
than
from
Tunisia.
here, I'm from Mali, that's what I mean from
But
France
you know,
in that
when we
sense.
say the democracy is coming from the West, but I'm sorry, I'm coming from a country, half of my country, Tunisia, is Carthage.
Carthage, that's
And
right.
Carthage is one of the first democracy in the world. And it's only in the US they study the demography of Carthage.
Right.
It's strange to see that in France they never study, you know, that Carthage was the first democracy.
She wants to even go back to Egypt,
You know, it's-
ancient Egypt. So yes, US loves that.
Yeah,
So,
you know, so we can say that to the Tunisian people, you know, but they forget that they were from Carthage before, and they were Christian, and they were Jewish, and now they are Muslims. Okay, but they are Muslim because they came, and it was an invasion, and it was a war, you know, to impose Islam in Tunisia, and we don't have the right to say that to the Tunisian people today, you
Well,
know,
you
because
have
they
that
are
in
all
the-
Arab and they are all Muslim. We're not Arab. We are North African. You know, I feel African and you cannot say to the people in Tunisia that they are African. You know, they are racist against the black people. You know that.
that's what I was
Tunisia.
telling you about.
Yeah, but there are a lot of black Tunisian
Yeah,
because
yeah.
coming from the slavery, but also they were in Tunisia because we are African,
Right,
you know,
right.
and they forget everything. So when we are talking about education, of course, we need that. But when you have the people at the power don't want to teach to their people what they were, you know, the history, the real
Right.
history.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
problem
yeah.
of the truth of the history. But we have to educate in
Yeah.
this sense
Yeah.
to remember to the people who are we, you know? We're not only Muslim, we're not only Arab. I used to say we are African with Arab speaking, you know, because
Arabophone,
it's,
yes.
yeah, nous sommes des Africains arabophones. They don't understand that. We
Right.
are not Arab. We have nothing to do with those Arab, you know, coming from Saudi and we don't have the same music, the same food, the same, you know. Also in Tunisia, we are more African than the others, you know. We eat, you know, hot,
I know
very hot.
your film was attacking my friends from Algeria.
Yeah.
The film is attention.
I love Algeria. I love Algerian, you know, I love. But they want to colonize, you know, Tunisia. I'm not agree.
More